Welcome to Economic Times. So I have with me Gary Miller, who is eventually the first Customer Success Officer and EVP at Customer Success Services Group with Oracle. So welcome, Gary, and thank you so much for your time to Economic Times.
Thank you, Rishi.
Great. So we are now going to talk about this new group that has been formed in Oracle's organization, and you happen to be the first Customer Success Officer there. And I think let's just start with what this group is all about.
Okay.
So why CSS was formed, what is the value proposition that it brings to the table, and how in terms of what benefits this group brings in, which were not before when this group was formed. Right.
All right. So thank you for that. So I think I'll start with Oracle overall, and we, the Oracle strategy is really to build the best enterprise cloud capabilities for our customers, and we've done that. So if you look at our portfolio now, we have an incredible Oracle Cloud infrastructure, the Autonomous Database, our horizontal ERP SaaS Fusion products, and then industry products. So we put together a portfolio of cloud services and products that really we think we can add value to customers in transforming their business. So that's the first kind of foundational piece. Second is we've shifted our go-to-market to really simplify how we interact with customers around applications and technology, but also with our partners, our implementation partners, where they bring a lot of value with industry solutions. They build a lot of capability on top of the Oracle Cloud, and so our go-to-market is much more co-sell and co-deliver with our partners, which is really a big shift for Oracle as well. And so the third wave of this was really it's really customer driven. They're saying, hey, I'm using these different pieces of Oracle Cloud. I'm in this relationship with you now, and it's not I'm just buying some software from you and then I'll see you in a couple of years. We're in this every day together. And they said, we need one Oracle to really be there to help us drive success. So I think that was kind of why it happened. We have this very powerful portfolio. We have a go-to-market which includes our partners, where we want to go together with partners, and then we have a much more holistic organization to help customers through their journey and ongoing innovation. So I think that's why we did it, and really our mantra is really understanding what customer success means from a customer perspective, and we have to get it right the first time. So when we help customers on this cloud journey with our partners, we have to make sure that when they go live, it works very well for them. They get the value, and they're set up to really consume the ongoing innovation. So that was kind of holistically why we did it. But also it didn't need a big investment from us. We already had a lot of different groups, and it was just realigning those groups focused on customers. So it was kind of all the ingredients were there. We just need to shift it so it's all about customer success.
So do you have any regional specific presence, or how about your presence in India?
Okay, so I mean, we have the way we're organized is it's a mixture of regional presence. So in India, we have our technical account managers, our customer success managers, our local teams that work already work with many customers. Then we have global capabilities for technology, applications, cloud. And so the India team, and many of those global teams actually reside in India. A large proportion of the team actually lives here and works here. And so from an India perspective, they kind of get the best of both worlds. They get a local presence, and they get a big part of the global presence on their time zone.
Since is it the only B2B model that you're looking at, or is there a direct interaction from this group with the customers as well you're looking at?
Well, I think the main thing is whatever the customer's setup is. If they've got 10 partners, we're going to work with the 10 partners. If they come to us and say, I really want Oracle to do this, at least the first time, then we can have a direct presence. So we have a consistent model, but in the end, it's going to come down to customer choice, which absolutely flexible, and also it can change over time. It might be, we were talking to one of the integration partners yesterday, and they said, well, we've got skills here, but not here. And we said, well, we can help you out there, but then with our Oracle University, we can help you build the skills, and then you can be self-sufficient. So it's really, a flexible, customer-driven model, and we just put together whatever makes sense.
And what the key differentiators that CSS Group brings in for the existing partners?
So I'll give you, an example. We had a customer, and they came in with a partner, and they said, we've got this problem. We don't know where it is. It could be anywhere on the stack. And so what we're able to do is just swarm that with maybe 10 different resources immediately, so that different engineers can focus it. Was it in the network? Was it in the middleware? So that's a unique capability that we have, and our partners see that. They go, you can get to the right person very quickly. That we will start calling for help. But our ability to bring the right skills to help a partner or help a customer, that's really our unique differentiator.
So since you just mentioned that you put all the ingredients in-house,
yes,
so it is
yes.
just the way we organize
Yes.
and put things together
Yes.
to take it ahead to the
Yes.
customers, right?
Yes.
So, in terms of your support to your existing partners,
Yes.
right? So what is the kind of I would say added value or the different
Yes.
support that
Sure.
you're bringing for your existing partners?
Yes.
Given they already had access to these resources earlier as well. So what is the different way of working between
Sure.
your partners
Sure.
and CSS right now?
So the first thing is, from an Oracle perspective, we believe there's more demand from customers than we can fulfill ourselves. So we need partners really to help, force multiplier to get to more. They're in more customers than we are. So what's different is it's a much more proactive engagement with the partners, looking at what's our joint goal. How big do you want your Oracle business to be? What skills you need? How can we help you? So we have a very systematic approach. In the last 9 months, we've doubled the number of consultants certified on Oracle Cloud when we look across all the system integrators globally. So it's our capability and capacity with our partners is growing at an unprecedented pace, but it's still not keeping up with the demand from customers. Our products are so, the word is getting out. Customers are telling other customers. We had Tata Motors, they moved their dealer management system. We helped them move onto cloud and split it into 3. We saw incredible benefits. Berger Plains, we moved their e-business suite on OCI to them. Cost savings, performance. Indus Towers moved their e-business suite onto cloud service, cloud at customer. And so what we're seeing is the word of mouth from customers about the value they're getting from Oracle Cloud is really creating this demand, and then we need to fulfill that with our partners. So one of the big things is helping them build their capability. Second is we're giving them tools and technology methodologies. We also have a support model specific for the recently, I think about 4 months ago, we put in technical account managers to support them. So they might get stuck on a project. Now we have people proactively helping them. We can help you fix that problem. We've seen it somewhere else. And then we're also building a digital platform that they can leverage to speed up their projects. An example, we built a testing capability on Cloud Native on OCI. The partners can put in their test scripts, and they can run their tests fully automated. So we're helping them get more efficient, more capable, and then really working together.
Okay, so and in terms of how do you plan to taking these services ahead to the customers, right? So are you going to focus around some of your key top 10 customers, or just example, or maybe it is going to be across the board, across customers and segments, or are you having some kind of a tiered level of services with the different type of customers and segments?
Our goal really is to be with every customer, and it might be the services might be slightly different, but we're with most customers now. But as we've seen SaaS expand, rapidly, that means that means a slightly different engagement models, different services than a big, OCI engagement. So it's, I'll give you an example. We're with IFCO, and we've helped them on a journey to OCI. They're on OCI and they've seen great benefits in cost savings. But now we're talking to them. They've innovated their fertilizer product into a liquid, and they're going to use drones to deliver that onto the plants with partners. They're going to enable farmers to actually create businesses and have women who actually are going to run these fertilizer drones out of these 3-wheelers. All that data is going to come onto OCI, and then we're building analytic tools. So it's how do we really help customers? Once they get to the cloud, that's just the first step. In the beginning, it's get them to cloud and get them set up for cloud, and then it's really accelerate innovation. And that's what we're seeing with customers here in India. There are many that I've been blown away. I've been here for a week. The customers, what they're doing here, they're very advanced on cloud, and they're pushing us and we're rising to the challenge to help them accelerate that innovation.
Since the pandemic got
Yes.
over,
Yes.
the pace of adoption of new technology and the pace of adoption of the emerging technologies
Yes.
has increased. So things
Yes.
which we were expecting down the line 5 years,
Yes.
they happened earlier.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
And that pace is still continuing.
Yes.
How does CSS, or you in particular,
Yes.
being the leader of the organization right now, do you see in terms of agility of this organization to handle this ever-evolving change?
Where our approach is to automate the things that can be automated, and then on the new innovations, whether that's fast application development with a tool like Apex, which is low code, we're encouraging customers. We're helping them to how to enable them to be innovative on the cloud. All the tools are there to do things they could never do before, and that's what we're seeing here with the Indian customers. They move on to OCI, and then they do amazing things. We had one of the banks. They moved their UPI onto our Oracle Cloud infrastructure, and the number of rejects and rejected transactions, I think it's the lowest now of all banks. But again, we see this trend. They're like, okay, am I ready to move to cloud? And now they talk to other customers. They go, well, other people are doing it, so we'll do it. And then they're like, okay, we're here. Wow. Now again with IFCO with Gupta G there, this whole thing about having the drone sending the data, and he said, I didn't need to add any equipment, I didn't need to buy anything, I switched it on and it was just there, and so it really enabled him to do things that he could never do before. And it's accelerating. To your point, it's accelerating, and again, we're here to help customers share best practices, what other customers have done.
I think since you just mentioned that it's a fail fast approach kind of model, so it's more this organization, particularly CSS, works more like a startup way within a bigger organization, right? So that's how you plan to go ahead. It's the approach you take.
And it comes back to what's customer success. We're really trying to understand, from the customer perspective, their strategy and how we can plug in and help them. And that's when we say, well, what about innovation? What kind of innovations would you drive? Have you been able to build any of your, meet your business partners' needs with application development? Or, everyone's talking about artificial intelligence. Have you done anything there? So we're really trying to understand the customer, what they're trying to do, and then how we can help them, not just like run. Again, we had the conversation with several banks. There's a run the bank and a change the bank. And it's like, we want to help you change the bank, not just run the bank. We understand that you need, high availability, performance, security, but what are the new things that you're trying to do? And so that's for us as customer success isn't customers staying there. It's helping them be more competitive. In the India market here, I've just been blown away by the growth, what's going on here. If I compare it to the rest of the world, the number of people, the number of customers, and everybody has this growth mindset, which is very refreshing, and we love to be part of that. So they're pushing us in ways that we're not being pushed from other countries because of the scale here, and it's making us better both on the the ongoing operations, but also how we can help them innovate and do things that haven't been done anywhere else in the world. I've learned things this week. I go, wow, we need to share some of these things with the rest of the world, because what's going on here is very special.
Cloud is everywhere. Right? So you talk about metaverse, cloud is this, right? So AI, machine learning, automation, cloud is everywhere. So in literal sense and also in practical sense, both here. So in terms of understanding, so how capable, I want to say capable, like how you can say equipped the technology industry today is to understand the critical business needs of the cloud and the associated challenges along with it, right? So maybe from a global perspective, how do you see it, and if you want to contextualize it to the Indian market, that would also.
Sure. What we're seeing is around the world, I think many customers they understand cloud. They're looking to optimize it in terms of cost, right? So where do they put their workloads? So that's different than it was a year ago, where they're like, okay, I got to get to this one or this one. Now they're like, okay, I'm on 3 clouds or 4 clouds. How do I optimize that? So that's a maturity level up. I think on they've been on the cloud for a while, and they're seeing what's possible in terms of innovation, whether that's again low code or artificial intelligence. And then from an Oracle perspective, the fact that we have the whole stack, our innovation is actually accelerating. So at Cloud World 2 weeks ago, we announced 52 AI enhancements for our applications. And that came because we have Oracle Cloud Infrastructure with the AI services, we could plug them in. Now the challenge is, I had a COO from one of the biggest bakery in the world, and he said, okay, you just gave me these 52 things. I'm like a kid in a candy store. What should I take? What innovation should I take? And so again, that comes back to, from a customer success perspective, analyzing those innovations and then recommending to them, these are the 5 you should take. It's going to give you the best business value in the near term. Then you should look at these 5. So, people are getting smarter about what innovation they should be going after, not running after the latest, whether it's blockchain or AI. And then Oracle, we have a role, again, from customer success to guide them in terms of what technology and what innovation can bring them the best value in the shortest time. Yes.
How do you measure success for a customer success? Being a customer success
officer.
Yeah.
So for us, it's all about, did the customer get the value that they were expecting? We live in the reflected glory of our customers and our partners. So, and this comes from Safra, our CEO. This is the tone she sets. It's like, we stay humble. We're not here to look good for ourselves. We are here to make our customers get the business results they need to get it right the first time. From our perspective, customer success is the only option for them. I had a customer, we were talking about this project, and they said, failure is not an option. And I said, well, actually, that's the wrong way to look at it. Success is the only option. And so that's what we're about. The whole of Oracle, this isn't just a customer success services team mantra. This comes from Safra. It's the whole company.
And before we wrap up, is there a cheat sheet or a cheat code to this success? I mean, any kind of pro tips you want to share in terms of, for your customers, of course, that what they should look for when they are deciding on their implementation partners?
Sure.
So is there a way for them to ensure that success comes in, right?
We have a kind of a mindset, which is customers should go through 4 phases, which is educate. First of all, educate themselves on what does it mean to do a cloud transformation. I had one customer, they were a year into their project, and they said, I've heard you give us a new version every 3 months with all these innovations. Could you stop that? Because I don't know how to consume it. So they didn't understand, what cloud was. So really understanding what a cloud transformation means, which is don't bring all of your old baggage, your customizations, your old business processes. Second step is really think about innovation. So how can I, look to the future? If I try and bring what I did before, I'm not going to take advantage of 52 AI, enhancements. So really think about innovation. We can help with modern best practices. On the implementation side, get to stability quickly. And then the fourth area is operate, which is, and operate isn't status quo. That is really, again, back to your point, how do you consume innovation and drive innovation on a regular basis? So that's our first tip, is think about those 4 phases, and we can help you with that with our partners. Another term I have, I say, if you start with implementation first, you just go to the cloud without thinking about what you're really trying to do, you retire your technical debt but not your business debt. And then you're stuck with that business debt. So that's where we really think it's important up front to take the time, to slow down, to speed up. Take the time to really understand what are your business goals, what value you're looking for, what can I really get from cloud. So that's really our main tip, is think about that. And if you do that, you'll get it right the first time and then every time after that. In terms of selecting your system integration partner, look at their capabilities, ask what other customers they've helped, and talk to those customers to get the feedback. And really, how many people have they got who are qualified and experienced in your area. When it gets down to ask to see the resumes of their team that are going to be working on your team. And then again, we're going to work with those partners. And I think the other tip is, if you're going to select an implementation partner, we will be there with that partner. And, ultimately, the customer should have a model where there's the customer, the implementation partner, and Oracle, and they can't even tell who's working. It's working so well together as a team, focused on their goals. That's what we like to see. And that's a tip as well. If it's not like that, we can help make sure that we get it there. So really it's the educate, innovate, implement, operate, and then really make sure that your implementation partner will team effectively with you and with Oracle. Those are my main tips.
you so much, Gary, for your time. Actually, and I really wish you good luck and the group good luck and a lot of success for this customer success services group.
Okay.
Thank you,
All right.
for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you.